Hey, it's Hilary. I am here with Teenage Wrist for another 91X session. We are at Phaser Control once again, and I am so excited to be here and so happy you guys are here. Anthony, Cam, and Marshall, thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
So normally when I do interviews, I do a lot of like research and prep and stuff. And for this one, all I've been doing is listening to your record. It's called Chrome Neon Jesus. Since I got my hands on it, and like all I've been thinking about is just, and I know there's no easy answer for this, but seriously, I just want to ask you guys, like, how are you so awesome? Because it kind of feels like I didn't really know about Teenage Wrist. You guys weren't on my radar, and so for this record, to me, kind of came out of nowhere and just like, smacked me in the face with its seriously the sheer force of its radness. But clearly you guys have been together for a while at least and have been honing your sound and stuff. So I want to know, like, how did you get started? Where did you meet? Have you been friends for a long time? Like, what's the genesis of Teenage Wrist?
When you say you haven't, it kind of came out of nowhere. I think even for us, that was the case. But
Definitely.
I think this band is maybe less than 4 years, a little less than 4 years. But I knew Marshall from high school in Colorado. He was couple years younger than me, so I was the older classman bully. No, I'm kidding. But
he was the cool kid with the cool band T-shirts.
I did have a lot of cool band T-shirts,
right on,
a lot of good ones. But
drive-through records.
We knew each other from like a lot of local scene in Colorado, a lot of local bands we would always play in, and then we both ended up moving to LA and both continued our careers and have had and still have like separate careers going on. One day happened and I kind of just went and was like, hey, let's write some music. I love your bands. Like, I think you like my band. Let's just write some songs together. And it was a few months of just kind of figuring out some ideas. And then next thing we knew, Anthony joined the band and we all became Teenage Wrist. And then we did the Dazed EP on our own, which was awesome. And then
recorded most of it in my apartment in K-Town.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, except for the drums.
Were your neighbors like,
legit?
Hello?
No, actually,
their music
loud.
was louder than ours.
Yeah, we had some
way.
like dubstep kid living next to us, so he didn't care.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, and then honestly, it's been quite a whirlwind. It's even just in this moment, like we're here with 91X in San Diego and supporting the latest record, which came out on Epitaph, and it's new to us too.
Okay.
So like, if that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, and that's very cool. And hopefully you guys are still then feeling all the excitement from, having all these experiences that it's leading you to. So how do you go from putting out your own EP to getting signed by Epitaph, which is a legendary and incredibly respected record label?
Yeah,
Like, what
I
was
think
that
for all
all
of us,
about?
dream come true.
Yeah, we're kind of wondering that ourselves.
Yeah.
But that really honestly did just kind of come
Because you're not the
out of-
typical Epitaph sound kind of either. You
No,
know,
definitely not.
Pennywise, Rancid, there's,
Definitely
online.
not. And I think that label has evolved over the last 10 years.
Yeah, certainly.
And it has become a bit more diverse with who they're signing and the sounds and such. But and again, the whole Epitaph thing was just one day. It was like that. We just got a call, and we were kind of talking to some other labels, interest for a little while, but nothing ever really happened. And then one day we got the call from the management. They're like, Epitaph want to sign you, go to the office. So we just went to the office and like met them, and that was it.
Were you just like, yes, whatever it is?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. I think like I hit everyone up. I was like, we got to go. Like and their office is in Silver Lake, which is really convenient.
It's literally 2 blocks away from my house, which is
Perfect.
crazy.
Yeah.
And and then that's it. So yet again, another response where all just kind of, it's new to us and it all just happened. But they've been amazing.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal people. And it's nice to have a relationship with people who are in bands.
Yes, and fans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take care of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. That's good to hear. So then they, I'm sure when you were getting ready to record this album, like, tell me about Carlos, the producer, because you guys have a very specific sound. You're not just like this straight ahead jangly rock band or whatever. Like, how did you choose Carlos, because who produced the album, because he's obviously going to really affect the sound of the album.
Mhm.
Like, were there other bands he had produced that you liked, or how did you hook up with him?
His resume was impressive to us, and he's also a band dude. He's spent years in bands, and you want to take
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
yeah. I mean, we you know, Chris, our A&R at Epitaph, really was championing Carlos hard, and so we decided to meet him, and just hit it off immediately. Like we went and got ice cream and a beer, and it was like, okay, like this is gonna work.
The ice cream sold us.
Yeah.
That's how we knew we were gonna make a record with him.
Oh, right on. Well, he did a great job. Really, just I think making the sound so full and but it's not just like a wall of sound either. You guys, it's dynamic. There's some really soft, pretty parts. Like we were just talking about Super Machines, which I'm so glad you're gonna play. But
Awesome.
it's just awesome. I could fangirl forever, so I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. But thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Super,
This is great.
super stoked and grateful. Teenage Wrist 91X session.